Hello and welcome. This will be a very quick video for today, which is that of day numero 10 of August 2018. It's a Friday, and like always, all risks are taken within yourself. Risk reward management for myself, always. Job number one. Price action still well below the 18 average after having several red down days in a row. Yesterday a green day, but only getting a percentage of its drop from even the 7,000 level, let alone of course the levels in the mid 8,000s. When we look at this on the 3-day time frame, this is day, or rather period, number 4 of that of a red candle. It's below the 18 average of lows. It's crossed lower than where I would like it to go, but it still has to have a decent sized break below this lower area, which is a low 6,000s, high 5,000s, which has obviously not been taken out during this bear market run. On the single hour time frame, this was the move yesterday that came from a low higher than the one on the 8th, or the lowest one at this point. Managed to make a rally that got above, but barely above, the congestion area from August the 8th and August the 7th. And last night it had a little bit of a sell-off, coming back down to this little key area in here, and a green candle in the previous period, or during the 8-hour time session. We look at this on a 15-minute. This is where we can see it topping, having 1, 2, 3 legs lower, with the first one coming down towards the 64, second one 63.83, and then the third one down towards here. Just a little bit of a tidbit of information. Notice again how it just barely ended up breaking down below this level of support before managing to have a very nice size green candle, which has digested thus far over the last hour and change, just merely going that on the sideways the movement. So a lot of decision here. We're in the lower end of this 6,000 area. Long ways to go still as we talk about lower high, lower high, lower high here, lower high here. And maybe that's what's still going to try to do, but making lower highs and not making a higher one is definitely not going to put this in a bull market, because bull market within its definition, higher highs, higher lows, it's not doing such a thing. But bear market and lower highs and lower lows, well, it's doing one of the things. It's making the lower highs. It's just all of these lows in here have been matching amongst the same area. And you can only make so many lower highs and matching lows before you crunch it down to pretty much the same price. So a decision day of some sort has got to come into play. When, where, how, and all those miscellaneous things, I have absolutely no idea. But I realize that's got to be the place. I got a down target for 3,000 if it's going to be a significant break below 6. And if the bull market is going to come into play, again, we got to get over so many of these lower highs. But the bull market price targets that we talk about, well, what do bull markets do? They go amazingly higher. So you got to first talk about, okay, let's end this sideways correctionary move. So previous high is the first area. And then after you do that, you can start talking about all-time highs and just how high can it go? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's very much long-term thinking. But that is pretty much how this all stands. And whenever I see any of these rallies, it's got a long ways to go, because it's still at least got to get clearly above the last previous high for me to even consider that this thing is ready to go as of now for spectacular gains to be happening in the very near future. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.